And Chess.com is here with Grandmaster Iván Cheparinov, who will be representing the Georgian team. Tell us how that came about this year.
Okay, this year when I played the European Championship here in Batumi, we spoke with them, so we decided that I will change the federation. Because, okay, maybe you know the problem in Bulgarian federation, so, okay, but this is in the past. So now I'm representing Georgia, and I will give my every best to show my best in the Olympiad.
Yeah, and I know it's not your home country, but it is the country you represent now. What did you think of the opening ceremony here in your adopted country?
No, actually, I think this is the most amazing opening ceremony I ever seen in the Olympiads, because I played already 7 Olympiads, and I think this is by far the best one. I really enjoyed it.
At the last Olympiad, Badur Jobava had a fantastic result. How are you and him getting along in your preparation here at this Olympiad?
Yeah, okay, we're friends many years already, so he's bored well, and everybody's expecting of him to repeat this result. So yeah, we're friends in the team, so we'll do it like team.
Has any of his creativity rubbed off on you?
Yeah, okay, but we worked together years ago, so I mean we're kind of similar styles we have, so it will be fantastic to join them and to play with Jobava and other players in the team. Yeah.
Okay, and finally I have to ask, my first time in Georgia, is the food better in Bulgaria or in Georgia?
The food?
Yeah, the food. The very important question. You're here for 2 weeks.
For me, it's difficult to say Georgia. I mean, it's very difficult because I'm Bulgarian. But the food here is fantastic also, yeah.
And Chess.com is here with the new Spanish #1, David Antón. How do you feel about playing board 1 for the first time?
I think it's going to be a good experience. I mean, it will be very strong to play in the first board, of course, many strong players, but I think I'm ready for it, so I think I'll do great. Yeah.
And you had some interesting training a few months ago. You actually played chess with the Spanish football club Girona. How did that come about?
Yeah, the Spanish Football Federation made a meeting with the Girona team. They thought they would be productive for both of us to see for us some of the best football players. And I think it was a good experience, and we learned some things about football and also about the sport, like how it works, and also they learn something from us.
Are you as famous in Spain as your country's most famous footballers?
No, of course not. In Spain, of course, football is almost everything, and okay, chess is not so important. No, I hope that can change in the future, but for now, football is much bigger.
You're doing your best to change it. Let me just ask you a final question. What is the goal of the Spanish team at this Olympiad?
Well, I think it's going to be difficult for us. We don't have a very strong team, but I think we can manage to finish in the first 15 position. I think that would be great for us.
And Chess.com is here with Eric Ferger, who is the alternate player for the Guam team. I have to ask you, how do you get here from Guam?
It's very hard.
How many planes?
Well, for me, it was 4 connections. I actually made a mistake. I tried to fly through Russia. I had no visa required, but it's 2 transportations or two stops, so it was very hard. I had to get another ticket, so I flew to Istanbul. Waited in Korea for like 24 hours. It was not good.
Yeah, that's part of the Olympiad, is just figuring out all the logistics. Tell us about what is chess like in Guam. Do you guys play like on the beach while getting a suntan, or do I have that all wrong?
Well, you know, honestly, we should be playing on the beach, getting our suntan. That would be much better. But we don't have an official clubhouse. We meet kind of wherever we can. We play consistently every Sunday. Usually in like a mall, maybe even a McDonald's. But we even my house, my friend's house, all of us, we meet just wherever we can.
Now, you have a very famous homegrown citizen of Guam, that being Grandmaster Ray Robson, who's also here playing for the American team. Have you tried to recruit him to go back and play for the Guam team?
We would love to have Ray Robson on our team.
There you go, Ray. If you're listening, have you ever spoken with him or anything like that, any kind of relationship with him?
Me personally, I have.
Anybody on your team?
Anybody?
No.
Well, we'll send him by, okay? He should prepare you for at least 1 round. Tell us, well, the smaller nations usually have a specific goal at the Olympiad. What is your goal here?
We have very specific goals. Our goal is 1, get in the top 100 of the Olympiad. 2, bring home a master. And 3, probably the most important, win all of our games. So
I think maybe you can get 2 out of 3, but if it comes down to Guam versus USA in the last round, I think Ray might be fighting against you. I'm just letting you know. And Chess.com is here with Philip Ameku, the president of the Ghanaian Chess Federation. Did I say that right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm from the USA. First of all, you always beat us in soccer, so we'll have to talk about that later. Let's talk about. Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about chess. So, what is your role here as president of the National Chess Federation?
Okay, so basically, I brought a team of 5 male, 5 female, to play in both the open and then the women's sections. And I have the duty to make sure that the team lives up to expectation. We're looking at our previous performances and hoping to improve on it. Definitely, I'm also being the delegate. I'm going to represent Africa, or my country, as well, at both the Africa level and the FIDE level. So definitely those are the tasks we have to complete.
And this is an important year for being the delegate. Do you care to let us know who you're voting for?
Definitely not.
What will make your decision? What will be the main factor in your decision?
For FIDE?
For FIDE president.
Okay, I know I may leave some traces, but I need somebody who has what it takes to do the job. FIDE needs to be brought back on that pedestal where things can move and people can respect chess like it used to be. And that is what I'm looking at. Definitely.
Okay, well, we'll see how you vote in a few days' time.
Exactly.
There was a really big event by KCF Africa in Western Africa a few months ago. What did you think about that event?
Well, it was excellent. It was magnificent. The idea was to bring Africa chess to the world, and I believe it was very well organized. And we hope for more of such events. Not only KCF, but other, organizations can actually look at Africa and projecting Africa chess. Yeah, thank you.
Good luck fulfilling your goals this year and in your new role as president. We'll be watching to see how your team does.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you very much. Yeah.